lower the volume a bit. Okay, let me just ping everyone. Right. Let me turn off the music completely. There we go. Playing some C64 tunes. Okay. All right. Welcome. Today we will be implementing, hopefully, WUMPUS, the game from this book, More Basic Computer Games. This is a classic. Actually, the one before, obviously, is the more classic, basic computer games, but this is more basic computer games, and it was published in 1980. Everything here, I think, is like the original. This is not the original one, so I think this one is converted to a TRS 80 basic. And I don't remember what the original is. Like it says, yeah, copyright in 1980. Right. Okay, so hi, yeah. Yes, so, okay. And all of these games are like, I don't know if you can, now it's like, I don't have a big screen, but there are these long basic printouts here. These, and so the challenging part of this is to grab this and then actually convert all the go-tos and find where there are actually things that are happening that are relevant. Yeah, hello. Okay, so but we'll just jump in, and I'm going to implement the original WUMPUS. There's like a lot of interesting information about the WUMPUS stuff in here in this book, and it's a dodecahedron map in the original. So I've seen a few of these, and they usually just jump to the some array, but the original one is this this layout here. If you can see it, I do know that one. So we're gonna do that. Okay, and I think there's like a WUMPUS 2 as well. So I think that one has, what's the difference with that one? So, okay, so you have different caves. Right. But otherwise it's kind of similar. So, okay, so it's it's very retro. It's going to be text only. I'm not going to write all the text because these were like there were long backstories in all these kind of, or backstories, explanations, because they were intended to be played, as someone loaded this game and you would have the whole instructions. So actually, instructions here are like from lines like 610 to line, I don't know, 1090. Right. And let's see, so it uses, press any key. Well, I'll just use, simple input. So I mean, I haven't tried doing this before. So this is going to be like completely novel and new to everyone. Right, so I'll just bring up this. and I'll start typing. So let's see if I can actually put it here so that I can let's see what it is, right? So we just need a main, right? And we're gonna import. Do you want to call this? Let's make a module, right? A module WUMPUS. WUMPUS, right? And the game is just gonna start with main, right? So originally there was this. You can just say like print and WUMPUS, right? And then after that, so I'm just importing the whole standard library here just to make it quick, but don't do that. Okay, so normally in this code, what I'm seeing is that it does have, it says, do you need instructions? And then if you need instructions, you have all these instructions. It just takes a lot of time to do that. So I'm just going to skip that. But what I do know that after that, it's going to set up an array of 20 times 3 items. So I think the exits, these are like the rooms. So we're just going to have like, these are the rooms, and we want to set them up. So in basic, you kind of end up having to, you can't really statically initialize these, but you can do it here. So which means that you can do, the first one should have 2, 5, 8, right? So these are the other exits, and then the next one should be 1, 3, 10. So I'm just going to type them up here, and hopefully I won't make a mistake. 2, 4, 12. The code in the book doesn't have, it kind of, let's see here, it's just going to read 3, and yeah, three of them, and then JK, yes, 3 in a row. So this kind of looks okay. I think this is, this should be the outer. It does seem strange that there's like 2 is coming back there, but yeah, okay. So 1, 3, 10. So then 2, 4, 12. Then 3, 5, 14. And 1, 4, 6. So this is the basically the geometry of this cave where you hunt this WUMPUS. And then we have 5, 7, 15. And we have 6, 8, 17. And 1, 7, 9. 8, 10, 18. So maybe we have to adjust this whole thing. Right, have it the layout a bit more uniform. Which you don't need, of course. It's just maybe nicer to watch, to read later. Okay, so 8, 10, 18. So 2, 9, 11. And then, okay, then we are, now we need another space here. So we have then 10, 12, 19, 3, 11, 13. I think like the layout is one part of the challenge of playing this game. 2, 12, 14, 20, 4, 13, 15. Oh, what did I say? 13, 15, yes. And then 6, 14, 16. We're almost done. Like last row here, I think. So 15, 17, 20. And then 7. So traditionally this was basic, you would have this read and data, which was the way you would initialize this kind of thing. So 9, let's see, 9, 17, 19. Let's see if I counted right now. Maybe not. 11, 18, 20. Then the final room. 13, 16, 19. Okay. So these are our rooms. Should be 20 of them. So 6, yeah, looks like 20. Okay, so that was the next thing. So now we've already created them. So we are going to, apparently, we're going to find things in here. Look, we have L, which is what? I don't know. Two arrays, an L and an M. Let me see what that could be. Okay, so I don't know what that is. But it's still okay. L is probably the location, your location. Maybe, no. There are 6 of them, so it can't be all of them. So it says, okay, 1 is you, 2 is the WUMPUS, 3 and 4 is the pits, 5 and 6 are bats. Okay. And then what do you do? Like, you're also placing... It is a bit strange, but let's just convert this for now. So, okay, we already did that one. We're gonna have another global, so another set of globals, which is like L is items, right? And there's an M that is something else that I have no idea what it does. Is maybe it's the original placement of them. I'm just going to call it M for now. Okay, so we have those items, and it's going to be like let's have a play game. That way we can play game. So we're gonna run the play game as soon as we maybe you have some instructions here. Now we don't have that, so just play game. Yes. Okay, so now we're gonna randomize this. So we're gonna do like we're gonna go for all of them. So right, so it's for each item in items, right? And then for each of those, we're gonna take a random. And let me think about like randomness. So random in no, not there. Let's see, rand. We have the random, not the test. Okay, math random. So the random will like there is a you can seed the random, but the default random here will automatically seed itself. So you don't need to do it. It's if you go for init default random here, that function here we see like if it's not initialized, we didn't seed the entropy, and it's initialized. So that means we don't need to do anything to get the randomness. So we just go for the function. I have several, but I haven't used it for so long, so that I've kind of forget it. So we have the rand, which is going to be in range, so we get a 0 and range not including range. That's exactly what we want. So we want to have these 20 locations. We have 20 locations, so we're going to rand do like that. Maybe we can make it constant, so like const locations 20, right? So and then we're going to put them in top here, and then we have, you know, locations. So now it's make it clear what's happening. Right, so we're gonna put it in there, and then we had the other thing that was supposed to be initialized with the same thing, and so we're gonna say that let's initialize that one with the items. Okay, so that's done. Or actually, we could just do this. What am I doing? So like this. So okay, so that's the first thing. Then it's gonna check for crossovers. Oh, okay. So it's going to check that the same thing is not in any of the other ones. Hang on. So what does it does? Okay. So it's checking that each room okay, so then go to next. And if this room, this 6 is the same as anything before it, then we go to the beginning and we start. Oh, we're going to randomize it until it's another room. Okay. So apparently, okay, so these, we stored the original location, the M, for some reason, but then we might actually change the location if we find out that any of these items are in the same location as something else. So if we go for, let's do for each again. So we're going to go for this items, right? And we're going to have the index. You can do like that. So for and I equals 0, I'm less than I at x. So we're going to just follow that. Oh, let's have to call it item here. Maybe item. Right? And if it's f, okay, while item equals items I, then we're going to that item is rand locations, right? That should be correct. Wait, yeah, that should be correct, right? I'm just thinking about it might now pick some other location that is already picked, right? So should be like this. So if it happens that the item you need to get that one by reference. Okay, so if the item is equal to items I, then we want to say that items idx is rand locations, and we want to continue while, right? We're going to try and do something. So we're going to do like this. And otherwise, when we reach the end of this, we're done, right? So then we can just break here. Right. Looks correct. Any questions so far? Okay, Steam credit so high from the thoughts on Rust. What's the thoughts on Rust? Is that for me or for someone else? Well, let me run this and see if this just loops or something. Then I didn't think about it the right way, but let's go. I have a console here somewhere, right? WUMPUS, it seemed to complete. we can print what the rooms were. What the rooms were, like items. We can print the original. Right. Yeah, there was an overlap there at one point. Right. We ran something else, and this time there wasn't an overlap. Was it 0 at the end? Did I forget something? No, it's a 10. Okay, just getting worried. All right, so okay, we have seeded the thing, I think. So looking, yeah, we're gonna set the next thing we're gonna set is the arrows. So the question is, if we want, do we want to collect this in a in something else or something? We could do that, but right now it's like yes, no. So arrows, right? And when you play a game, apparently we should always have, it says arrows should be 5. Okay, maybe we should just put this into an init thing function. So init game. It's just gonna be nicer with the game loop if we do so. So just init game. Okay, right. And then next thing is, okay, the arrows and what else? So L is equal to L1. So I guess we are using L. So we're going to start at L. Oh, wait. All these numbers are from 1 to 20, so there's no, just have to be watchful here, because these are not 0. These are not arrays with start with 0. It's start with a 1. So when I translate this, I have to, be a little careful here. So it turns out your location is L1. So whatever you have, so int location, that one happens to be whatever item 1 is, which is 0. So the location is item 1. Okay, next thing, then we're going to run the game. Okay. So apparently it's printing hunt the WUMPUS. Next. So it's printing hunt the WUMPUS. Okay, so it's like uppercase everything, because this is usually they would just have like uppercase, or lowercase was not always available. WUMPUS. Right, so we have this. And what next here? So actually this should be like a tab 20. So we can actually insert that one. We have this somewhere, we have something like, yeah, we could just, I guess, do 20s and then insert this, right? Do I remember correctly? That's the formatting. Let's see. Oh, items. Yeah, we got it indented a bit. So okay, next thing. We are going to what is this? So it's printing something. Now we're on to some special TSR 18 is printing 231. I don't know what that is doing, but it's jumping to 1,000 and 1,110, which is a print. Normal print then. And then it says, after that it says, okay, so we're gonna go for It's going to go for each of these locations, I guess. Okay, from j equals 2. It's funny. Okay, so it's going to go... So, s. Okay, so now it's going to do some warnings, print some warnings, apparently. So this is going to be a loop, the game loop here, but for now, yes, printing it. So it's going from each of those items that we talked about. So we're going to go through the items, but not all of just some of them. So for each, we can do edx item. What we're going to do item. Right. We're just going to grab that slice instead. We aren't skipping the other ones. So if apparently if the yeah, okay, so it's going to look at what it's going to do here is that what now I'm seeing. So we're going to go through all the exits of the current location. So we have that's weird. Why did it pull out the location this time? Okay, anyway, maybe it's going to put the location back somehow. Right. So okay. Anyway, so let's see here. So it's going to grab the location this here from this rooms. So rooms item 0. Right. So we can grab this room. 3 room. Right. That's the room of our current room. And then we're going to work through all of those sub rooms. Right, exits. So it's exit in exits. So if, and then I'm going to go through, okay, 4. And then it's going to jump. Okay. So it's basically going to do this for each. Okay, we're going to go through the these items anyway. So it feels more natural to. No, it actually it does print in this order, so that's correct. So we're going to go through these exits. So if this item location, which is basically the location of the item, equals exit, then we're going to print something. So we're going to switch. So on the IDX. So now, if it's if the case is, let's see here. So we have, if it's 1, then we're going to print I smell a WUMPUS. And if it's a 2, so 2 was the pit, and the 4 is a pit. So if it's 2 or 3, print then I feel a draft. And then if we have, let's see, 4 or 5, then we have bats nearby. And these are the only possibilities here, because that's sorry, it's a 0, right? 0, you just have the index offset by 1, so it's going to be So yeah, 3 and 4. It's kind of confusing because the this code is index is starting at 1, and it's also we have an offset due to this. So this should print out what we're smelling currently. Okay, let's see. And after then it's going to print what room you're in. IO print then you are in room, and then we're gonna have the name of the room, which is item 0. Okay. IO print and tunnels lead to, and then we have right, and these are going to be like the our exits 0, 1, 2. Hang on. Super lazy, but that should be okay. I think. Let me just do this for now. No. Let's try it. Should work. Otherwise, something is broken. Item cannot be found. Oh, items. Oh, items again. You are in room 16. Tunnels lead to 7, 16, 8. That seems weird if it leads to 16. Let's see here. 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait. So I think that we are in room number. So in this item, right, is going to be. It's going to be right or wrong here. Do we have 0? You are in room 16. That the random should be giving us the it should be +1, right? It should be in 16, and then well, okay. So I'm in room 1. Let's see here. So I'm in room 1. X tunnels lead to 258. That looks good. Okay, so now we're on track here. Right, and then we print something, and then we're done. So print that. Now we can make that in location, right? Void print location. I think this is going there. Any questions so far? Let me look at what people are saying. Okay. A game that predates lowercase. Yeah, sure. Okay, so I remember typing in basic games from a magazine from my Amstrad back in the late 80s. Yeah. I have all those. I have a lot of them. Those old magazines left. It was a kind of a fun time, but it was very. Exits is a spread. Yes, it is. It's a splat. Basically, we call it a splat here. So right. Okay, so let's let me continue here. So now we're done with that. It's jumping back. So let's see here. So the next thing after it does this, where was I? So I was jumping to. Okay, we're printing that. So then goes up 1270. Choose an option. Okay, so now we're gonna print what we can do. So shoot or move. S M. Okay. So I think it's gonna be like yeah. Okay. So right. We are going to. I think we're going to maybe period line. And grab that, and let's just exit in case it just fails. Option, and then if option equals S, right? Or option equals S, then we're gonna shoot, whatever that means. And what? Okay, it's kind of like it's just setting a global here, depending on what you selected. It's classic basic stuff. Option equals M or option equals M, then we are then move. Right. Otherwise, we're going to say something like it's a bad. What are we going to say? So if it's not 0. On go to otherwise go sub 136 136 what? If it's not okay, so I found it. Oh yes, it's just going to repeat. Right, so it's going to be like basically so while true, it's just doing this, right? It's so we can model it this way. Switch case S, case big S, shoot, and then want to break the while here. Otherwise, it's move, and we break while. Otherwise, it's just going to be repeating itself. Something like that, but we didn't implement these shoot or move yet. So let's see. It jumps back. If you pick the shoot, what happens? Void shoot. So you go. If it's not one, it goes there, and that's okay. So let's see here. On go to, so goes up with 1360, the arrow routine. All right, we are getting somewhere, I think. Is this how long has this been? Oh, it's not that bad. It's not that long. I was thinking that shouldn't be that long. Okay, so right, so the path of the arrow. So we are setting, if like it says f equals 0. We're going to see what that is. It's going to be so then L, is that just this thing that it just have for the location? So we had the location before, right? So we have the location is now this items 0 again. And let's see what happens. So number of rooms. What does that mean? So number of rooms. Oh, you get to shoot, like decide how many rooms you want to shoot. What does that mean? Let me just, so shooting arrows. Each arrows can go from 1 to 5 rooms. Aim by telling the computer you want to the rooms you want the arrow to go to. If the arrow can't go that way, there is no tunnel to it, then moves at random to the next room. If the arrow hits WUMPUS, you win. If the arrow hits you, you lose. All right, so this is your guided arrows. Okay, so we're gonna say like this. Number of rooms 1 to 5, and then we are apparently getting another line. Right. Okay, again if it's wrong, then we just repeat. So let's just do like this. Okay, we are doing this in case we're gonna have like an optional number here, right? So we're gonna have like this. We're gonna have so IO read line, and then we're going to take a 2 int for that. So if catch number, let me just continue. Now I have a number, right? So the number is going to do something. Oh, and it might be like if the number is less than 1 or the number is greater than 5, then we also continue. No error handling here, just let them type. Okay, and then we are done. So maybe we can put the number outside of here. So then we can do actually like this, right? So we can have the number there, and actually we'll go for, rather than doing this, then we'll just do try number, try. Okay, so it's actually we can do it. We can cheat. Since we already know that we want the real, like a number that's valid, we can just say it's 0 otherwise. So because then we'll fail here anyway, and then we don't need to have temporary, and we don't need to do anything special, right? And it's just going to be break here. Oh, brainfuck. Okay, it found the brainfuck implementation. Right, code completed that one. Right, so now we're here, and we have the number. So what is it going to be like? So, so it's going to say, it's going to go for, okay, yeah, for int I equals 1, I is less or 0, or I is less than number. And then it's just going to go through these rooms here. So it's going to print the first room. So print, okay. Print room. Oh, okay, yeah. So it's going to say, ask what the room is. Yes. So it's going to say like, okay, so it's print the room number, and then again we are going to grab this, right? If it's failing, wait, it's inputting into, oh, it's going to input into an array. It's going to input into an array. Right, so we have an array, and then we're going to get the input each of these rooms one at a time. So that's what it does. So since there are a maximum of 5 rooms, so path, we can call it path. So for each of these rooms, we're going to ask what the number is, and let's see what happens next. So okay, so we're going to try to have a number, right? So if it isn't a number, like I guess we're going to do the same thing here again, like, right? So we are just going to, you know, we have the number of this room is going to be at least 20, right? So what do we do here? If it's wrong, oh, let's just do it like this. So now it's not going to print. I'm just going to check that we didn't get anything extra there. Okay, so what happens here now? La la la. Okay, input validation. Yes. So now if it fails, it's just going to run. You know, it's just going to print this room again because that's going to be a super confusing. It's just going to try to get the number again. That's usually what these input would do. And then, so we're going to go through these. Let's see here. So input, and if the k is less than 2, yeah, so we're not going to check for things. But what happens if they are not okay, so like this, if this, so we're going to assign this to path as well. Oh, let's just do like this, right? Do while number is less than 1 or a number 320. Right? Can we do this? And then we have path I equals number. And then there's the other check that the number, we have one like option, one way to kind of go back, which is like this. If we had Goto, we could use that. We could put in a while here, but let's just hack it. So so if I is greater than 1 and the path 0, no, the path of I minus 2 equals path I. So if it's 2 or higher, if it does this, then it's going to print something. It's going to say like arrows aren't that crooked. Try another room. And then it's just going to go back and then retry, I guess. That's what we want. So if we do like, no, hang on, yeah. So if we just go back, right, and now we do a continue, we should be fine. Otherwise we're done, and then we continue through these. So finally we're done, and then we're going to shoot the arrow, apparently. So it's going to go from, again, through these just paths that we already did. and try to walk through those rooms. Okay, so for every room we are going to start at L, which is why we had this L up here, which is completely unnecessary then. So arrow is going to be there, right? So, and then we'll look at the locations. So rooms at arrow. So for each rooms, okay. So then we have a path here, right? So also, so path new room is path I. So for each exit in rooms arrow, if new room equals exit, in that case, what happens? In that case, the location is equal to whatever it was. And then it's going to check that room. So we're actually going to get it here in this this code is, you know, when you go through basic, what's like natural in basic is so unnatural in every other language. It's amazing. But okay, let's me just look at what has in the question so far. Right, you can convert to lower instead of checking both. Yes, but it's not very, you know, we don't need to think about that right now. We can do it in many different ways, and the input could be completely different. So yes, I can convert to lower, but that would be more less useful. What is while? Yeah, I just use while. That's the label. So the uppercase while is the label, basically, for this, to break out of the while. So it's a name. Yes, it's a name label. Okay, so where were we? There, where we are in the new room. It actually found this exit, right? So we're starting in the first place. We found an exit. Now it needs to check that room. Otherwise, let's see what happens if it doesn't work. So if there is no, oh yeah, so it goes to a random one if it fails. So that was it. Right, okay, so in this case, right, we're gonna check what happens. So so now the arrow, the new place of the arrow is the new room, right? Room, right? And then the next thing that happens is so if this arrow equals items 2, I have to write something down because this is like insane grabbing those that way. So we have a constant, which is const WUMPUS is 1, right? So okay, it's a bit strange because of this, right? So okay, if it's a WUMPUS, right? So if it's item WUMPUS, in that case we kill the WUMPUS, right? So we're gonna clear the screen. So we're gonna clear the screen, which I'm not gonna do here now. Just print something. And you got, aha, you got the WUMPUS. Right, and then we won. So we're gonna set a flag somewhere. So So that flight's going to be done. Okay. So 1 equals true, and then we're going to completely return from this. Okay, so that's done. And otherwise, right, if there's otherwise go to and then we look at if it hits yourself. So if arrow items 0, which is you. Okay, we can have that. Ouch. Arrow got you. What should happen then? We are returning true from here if we are done. Returning true there too. Right, we don't need to set that false, but okay. And maybe we can have a state, right? So we have state of the game. Running 1 lost. And then when we're in it, then we're going to set it to state equals running. Right, and then we have our state 1, and then we have state lost. Yeah, lots of nested stuff that we can remove later on. And then we return. We don't need a boolean anymore. Okay, so if the next room is nexted, okay, so otherwise I guess we're done with that. Let's see if it has something else. No, show. Then go to 1590. So it just goes for the next one. Okay, so if we're done here, so then now we can continue the outer one. So path, right? Let's call it path. Continue path. And we can clean this up later, but this is just for now. So if we didn't find one, right? So we didn't find an exit here. Then we can then we're going to move into a random location, and does it see if, let's see what happens. So okay, no town, no, then go to random, and then we go to the check, I think. Yeah, so it's if it's so let's move this into a check. Check arrow, and there's location. And we have something like this, right? This is the check. So and if it, okay, so if it hit the arrow hit the okay, let me just switch here. So if the arrow hit the WUMPUS, we're changing the state and returning false. False meaning that it shouldn't continue doing anything. if this happens, then we're done, and again we should continue. Otherwise, it didn't find anything, so the default is just to return true. Or maybe we can do that the opposite way. So true means it hits something, and false means it should continue. In that case, so if room is equals exit, then if check arrow, in that case we are returning. Right. Okay, so if we didn't find that in exit, then we can pick a random room of these. So you can have like so the actual new room is going to be rooms arrow and then just rand 3. And then if we gonna, so okay, that's going to be the new arrow, sorry. So and then we check the arrow. Maybe we can just do it the other. No. Check arrow. Then we can change path. So arrow, and then return. So now it's going to go through this path, either hitting something or ending. Okay, let's see. If we got the WUMPUS, then return from this whole thing. Yes, that seems to be what we're doing. So we are going back here into this shoot, and then we're going to go exit from here. So let's just, we are not quite done with this, but we're going to have like a we're going to do the move as well. But meanwhile, do you have any questions? All right, no questions so far. Maybe we can try to shoot something, right? So I'm here, right? Okay, we have some errors. Okay, I did this stupid thing. Oh, and I didn't implement move, of course. So okay, if we shoot now, I'm going to shoot 3 rooms, and the first room is going to be like 11, then 2. Okay, and then just complete it. All right. I don't wonder if something happens if there is nothing, if it doesn't have. Oh, it says missed. Okay, I didn't do that. So if we are running this arrow, we're shooting it, and it doesn't hit anything, then we're just going to print missed. Right. So it's still going to exit because I don't have a game loop yet, right? So we're going to shoot, and we're going to shoot into 13 and 2 and what? Okay, going to 2 rooms. Sorry, going to shoot into 13 and then 4 and then 5 and 1. Oh, I managed to shoot myself. It seemed to be a lot of rooms. Did I do something wrong with that? So the number of rooms. Okay. I mean, I did write 2, and I got all these rooms. I think that was a bit too much. Let me just have some extra help here to print it out. Let's see if I did something wrong. I'm just going to shoot, and we're going to say 2 rooms. And yeah, room number 0 is going to be like, let's say 9. And the room number 1 is going to be that. Why room number 2? Oh, I'm reusing number. Yeah, that's super smart. Okay. I'm reusing number. So rooms. No, number. And room number. Okay. All right. Now that should work. Now if I shoot just 2 rooms, then we go to 8 and then 3 or something. Oh, I shot myself. Okay, that was bad. That was bad. All right. Okay. It doesn't really give you any hints either. That's a little mean, but I guess that's the challenge of the game. Okay. Right. So, and you can shoot all the way, right? You can shoot, try to catch it and make it go back and forth through these rooms. Right. And the next one is right, the move routine. Right, so what's that? Maybe I should grab some tea. I'm grabbing some tea, folks. I'll be back in a second. I'm just giving you some seed play meanwhile. Okay, didn't see the last lines. Okay, I'll fix that. Okay, I'm returning. Right. Okay, let's see here. We are printed. That's not okay. So let's see if I can make the screen better. If I do like this, do you see more of the screen now? Do you see the last few lines now? Otherwise, you have to complain loud or just type something. You're allowed to type too. So, okay. I'm just gonna pull up this one to get a little more viewing space, and also I'm going to turn on the exit code is the last line. So, yeah, so that is the last line. That's good. Okay, good. Right, so we were going to, this looks, right now, this looks like super ugly, in my opinion. But it's just implementing these things as I read them from the basics. So we're gonna have like a move too. And presumably, what the heck did we use the F for? Oh, that was the state. That was the state. That's we know. All right, let's get the source code here. Okay, so if we do a move, right, we are going to go for a move. So let's go to 1860 move routine. Okay, so then I'm gonna print something like this. Let's see if I go back later on. If I yeah, okay, so it's just going to look like the same thing as before. So it's similar to this code. So it's going to be like print where to. Okay, where to. And then we're going to get number. And if we don't get the right number, which is going to be like 1 to 20, right? So if it's greater than that, it's just going to say where to again. Next up, it's going to go check and if that it is a legal move. So we're going to go like again here with these. Where do I have it? Here we go. Okay, so right, something like for each exit in the rooms where we have the item 0. It's so funny having that item thing that it's like everything. So if okay, anyway, if exit equals number, then we're fine, right? Then we can just actually break here, right, or something. But what happens otherwise? Let's see. If it's not, if it's okay, if it is. And then go to the legal. If it's not, okay, if you apparently if you enter okay, so if L is equal to L1, so there apparently it accepts if you enter the same room as the one that you are in. So if number equals item 0, hang on, is the item 0 is going to be like +1, right? So if it's like that, it's fine, and it's just going to be accepted, I guess. So we can do something like that, like new room move input move. It looks like it's better to just extract this thing here. So because apparently you can suffer the same thing that you suffered in the current place by doing that. It's I don't know if there's any reason for it, but okay. So if the number is equal to the current one, when we return the current one, so then we find the exit that has the number, then we return this, and then we return the number. Otherwise, we will do what? We'll print not possible. Not possible. And then do it from the beginning. Okay. So, right. So maybe we should go and put everything here, right? So we're doing all this, and if we find it, otherwise we can do it, and then we can do while true and just keep doing it. Right. And let's see what's other than that. Right, that seems to be the correct one. So we're going to return a number, right? So that is going to be valid for some reason. So for something, we can't exit in any other way. So new room is going to be input move. And it's always going to be like the valid one. So then we can set the, let's see, if we set the item to it, yes. 0 u equal equals new room. Okay, so then we're going to do checks. So if new room equals item WUMPUS. Oh, search new room. If such case item WUMPUS. In that case, what happens? So bumped a WUMPUS. Okay, so apparently you don't die from hitting the WUMPUS. What if okay, I was thinking that if you walked into the WUMPUS, you would actually you would actually die, but okay, apparently not. It says, oops, bumped WUMPUS. And then we actually move the WUMPUS. We are going to 17, what's that? Okay, so move WUMPUS. And then okay, that's weird. And then okay, anyway, it says like if the state is, so if state is not equal running, then we just return here. Otherwise, it will actually continue and look at the other possibilities. So it's a next case. Apparently. Yeah, so it's then it's a possible. It might be a pit. So it might be a 2 or the item 3. In this case, we are writing something like and then I think that was 1, 2, like this. Fell in a pit. I think you're dead then, yes. And then the state is, what is it, lost, right? And then return. If it's one of those, right? Oh, no, next case is going to go, that's bad. You have to go for next case, new room. This should work, right? I've exercised the next case so little, but this should be fine. If I just go next case, just gonna jump, you guys gonna fall into a pit every time you bump into a WUMPUS, and that's not what you want. You want to jump again to the new whatever it was, because now the WUMPUS is not going to be there anymore. So these are effectively if statements. Okay. All right, and after that, then there is the bats. So case item 4 or case item. This is so roundabout. This is because we're doing basic. I mean, you would not model it like this normally. And then we get like the zap. Okay, zap. Right. Super bat switch. Elsewhere will. Okay. Elsewhere will for you. Okay, and what happens then? So then the location. So now we're going to like have this new room. It's going to be like a new room is equal to rand. Hang on. Yeah, it's okay. The new room here is not. Oh god. Okay, so this is -1, right? Okay, so indexing. Right, so now it's going to be like that, and so now we have to go again to next case, new room, right? It's around 20. Okay. Right, so now that's like all the changes, I think. Otherwise, we're just going to go back into 1999. Right. Otherwise, we go to return. Okay, so otherwise we're fine, and we're going to go to the default is to return. We return. Right. Which seems reasonable. So here's the move. And we are going to do this until I think we are done. So let's see what happens. So, and we're going to do the move. What happens then? So we move. And so let's see here. So if f is 0, then we'll go to game. So we have two possible results after doing this. So we're going to print location. Okay, yeah, print location. Let's see what happens. So if we're not done, then we go and we print location again. Okay, so here's our game loop then. While true, while state equals running. Right. And we're going to print location, do everything in here. Then if, so then we're going to switch on state, on the state, and then case 1, was it 1 or win? 1. Game's 1. Then we're going to print, and it's going to be like he, the WUMPUS will get you next time. Otherwise, it's lost. The computer's going to be super annoying and say, ha ha ha, you lose. Okay. Any questions so far? What's gone? Oh, did you lose the last line again? Damn it. It's like, why? Let's see if I can, if I just enlarge the screen and make sure that it's inside here. So, like, what? Yeah, I see it's kind of cutting away the last line there. There we go. Is that okay? You see the last line? Hopefully you do. Let's see if it compiles. Okay, there's several moves. Okay. A move would shadow another move. Did I have another move somewhere? Where's the first move? There's the helper. Oh, there's like I did something with print here. Item. Oh, I misspelled the item again. I probably have something wrong with the rooms, the index things. Oh, and there's another item. And items. This is why you should model it this way, but I understand in actually it makes sense if you do it in basic that that will look like that. Okay, so now we actually got an error here. Too many arguments provided for the formatting string. Yes, thank you. Okay, good. Then we're almost done. Just items again. Right. I don't know why I am returning the number. Items. Okay. Items. Oh, we didn't move the WUMPUS. Forgot to move the WUMPUS. Oh, WUMPUS. How does the WUMPUS move then? Move WUMPUS. Bump to move. Move WUMPUS. It goes up 7. Okay, so it's. Okay, so it's gonna, if you bump a WUMPUS, it's going to be do different things here. So it's going to be like you're going to get the number. So you're going to switch on like it's going to be like does this and k equals rand 4, and if k equals 0, then it just kills you. Okay, then right, 4 then shows you, and okay, move the WUMPUS. If it's 4, then we go to if L is not equal to... when do we move the WUMPUS without... Does it move all the time or something? I'm just gonna have to look at this. I mean, it doesn't look like the WUMPUS is moving, so... Okay, if the... alright. So if the 0... this was a bit annoying. Let me just not move the WUMPUS. This is for it's just going to go into a loop if I see the WUMPUS, but I just want to be able to move. Okay, and running not okay. Yes, default. That's just it's unreachable. Right. Okay, so we're going to go into 10 for a... Well, we're going to move first, right? And go to 10. You're in room 10, okay, right? And then we can move again, and we're going to go to 9. Shouldn't I get like something here? So I'm going to move again, and we're going to go to 18. And move again, and go to 17. A super bad switch. Else will swear from you. Okay, you have room in 18. Okay, I'll go to 17 again. Is that going to like? It's good. Is it going to move again? No, it's there. Now I'm in room 2. Okay, I'll move to 10. Move to 9. Move to 8. I'll move 8. Move to 7. Move to 17. Oh, down. Move to 6. Fell into a pit. Okay. That was not great. Let's try it again. Okay, so I'm going to move into 12. Move into 11. Okay, I died again. Where is the WUMPUS? I tried like a similar, like an implementation that someone did, but it was so much easier to win. Oh, swell WUMPUS. Oh, let's shoot into... I know, no. If it's into... I'm like in 16, so I'm going to shoot into 8. Into 1 room and 8. Yeah, I got the WUMPUS. Right. The WUMPUS will get you next time. I still haven't been able to... I fell in the pit, but I've not been able to bump the WUMPUS. So I need to kind of, I guess, implement that so that we can do the bump the WUMPUS as well. Okay, in the case like, okay, right, so we are, move the WUMPUS. So k equals rand 4, right? And then if k equals 0, if k is, no, if k is equals 4, right? So if k is not 4, then we're going to move into, it's going to move into one of those rooms that are adjacent to this. And where's the WUMPUS? It's in... yeah, so it's going to move the WUMPUS itself, right? So if k is... Oh, we can just do... if k is equal less than 3... oh, I was almost writing 4 there, which was, again, 4 wrong. So if it's like that, then we're going to go like... so items WUMPUS is going to be rooms items WUMPUS and then k. Right, so this is new place. So now, so if items WUMPUS equals items u, in this case you lost state equals lost, and then we write something like what is it? Okay, WUMPUS got you, and then we return from there. So that's going to be automatically, and then we're going to look at the move WUMPUS. Oh, we also already have that check, right? So well, that's going to be fine. So all right, let's see if we can bump into WUMPUS as well. Right, and then we go, okay, I smell a WUMPUS. Maybe if I go to 10, I'll get the WUMPUS. Move to 10. No? Where was I? In 11. And then I can go back to 11. And then I move to 19. No, and go back to 11. Okay, so it's in 10. Right, so did I already test 10? Okay, I was in 10. I went to 11. Okay, in 11 there's like 12. Okay, so it's 12. Oh, what? You don't smell the WUMPUS anymore. Maybe I should cheat, kind of print the where things are so I can test this. Right. Let's see here. Right, so let's just print the items. And this is totally useless. Oh, did I reduce the number of arrows when I think I got myself an infinite number of arrows. Oh, there's a move. Oh, look at that. I missed something here. So there's more things that are happening. So if I miss, when I shoot here, then we're gonna move the WUMPUS. So move WUMPUS. So that means that shooting. So let's see what happens. Okay, so that means it can end like that. I miss and then I hit that one, and let's see. There is something else. So if ammo is okay, so if I run out of ammo here, F, so arrows minus if arrows equals 0, and then we run out of arrows, and I can lose that way as well. You're out of arrows. And then we are in state lost, and then we return here. We don't need to do that. Okay, anything else? I think that's about it. Right, shouldn't there be a warning when a pit is nearby? I think that's a draft. That's a feel a draft. So when you feel a draft, then that should be a pit nearby. So I think there's something wrong, and it's actually showing me, so I'm in room 14, right? It says there's room 14. And tunnels lead to 4, 13, and 15. But I think everything is like one off here. So like you see, I'm in room 14, and then tunnels lead to these rooms, but they are off. So it should be in there should be in something in 11 And in 4, so in 4 there should be, what's that, a pit, right? So field draft. So let's move into 4, and it's see if I fall into the pit. No, I should have fallen into the pit. No, sorry, that was 6. So that's odd. I think I'm like getting stuff from the wrong location or something. So let's see. Okay, I am. We're going to look at the room with the number. Looks like this. This looks correct. So if the item is equal to the exit is going to be like off by 1, right? So I think that's it. Let's see here. That's why I got the wrong hints all the time. So okay, let's move somewhere here. So I'm in 1, right? So, and in 3 there is something, right? That should, no, that's 4. So 3 means 4. So let's go to 3, right? So there are bats nearby. Let's see. The bats, according to this, should be in like the 6, or no, the bats are 3 and 5. So that would be in 4 and 6. So we have 4. So let's go to 4 and let's confirm that that's a bat in there. Yes. And now there's a draft, and I'm in room 19. So 11, 18, 20. Let's see where the pit is. So there's a pit in 18, no, 20, and in 7. So if I go to 20, I should fall down. Woohoo! Okay, I fell into a pit. That's now everything is correct. Right. Now let's hunt the WUMPUS and try not to fall into the pit, and then try to bump into the WUMPUS. So the WUMPUS is in 4, is in 13 actually. So let's go to 14 first. I smell, so it's in like 15, right? So if I go into 15, I'm going to bump this one. Bumped into a WUMPUS. Okay, the WUMPUS got you. Okay, that was bad. So let's see, the bumped a WUMPUS. Bumped a WUMPUS. Okay, this should be a print then. Okay, so I'll lose. Okay, right. Right, and then let's bump into the WUMPUS again. Maybe the WUMPUS is just go away. Again, the WUMPUS is in 17. So let's move to 6. And then go to, was it 17 or 18? That's probably 18. So go to 15. And then go to 16. Is this getting us closer or something? Move to 17. Oh, wait, I got switched like a lot of times. Okay, right. So 6. So not got into 17. What's that? I went to 17, and there was like a, yeah, there's a bat there. So go to 15, and now 16. And now we go to 20 to avoid the bats. Right, and then we can go to 19. Is there a bat there? And that's in, that would be better. So 19 would be safe. Now we smell the WUMPUS. Let's see if we can scare the WUMPUS away. So we go to 18 and not die. No! Bump to WUMPUS. The WUMPUS good. Just, I need to check that I do that right. So let's, if it's like, this is right. So here is that, here are the rooms. No, it's going to be -1, right? It's going to be into those rooms. Because they're offset by 1. Okay. Now, finally. Okay, we have the WUMPUS at 14. So let's go to, I don't know, 17. And then we can go to, was there anything 16? No? Should be fine. I smell WUMPUS, and the WUMPUS was in 14, so that would be 15, yes. So let's bump into the WUMPUS. Bump the WUMPUS. Okay, great. I just pushed him away. Now let's go and bump into the WUMPUS and just maybe shoot into one room, and then 16. Maybe it's in 16, right? No. Okay, but then I think the WUMPUS should have moved now, right? So it would be interesting to kind of print the position of the WUMPUS. So since we're still smelling, seeing some, maybe it's there though. So shoot again into now 16. One room, 16. Okay, so the WUMPUS got me because the WUMPUS moved into the room where I was. Okay, let's go. We are in 3, and we're going to go to. Let's see. This is a boring way to kind of test this. Oh, I got switched. 15. Was that? Oh, a pit. I think we kind of got the WUMPUS working anyway. Okay, let's see. But let's see if I can just get this thing. Feel a draft. Let's try to avoid that falling down into a pit. So 10 will be a pit. So that's a bad idea. So 12 will be fine. And we can go move to 3 maybe. And our bat's nearby. Which one's that? So 2 has a bat. Let's move into 4. And then move into 5. Oops. Move into 5. And now I start feeling a draft, and probably from 6 there was it. Now it's going to be fine going to 6. Okay, and then move into 7. Move into 8. Where is the WUMPUS? Now I smell the WUMPUS. So if I can shoot into 7, I guess. Into 1 room and 7, then the WUMPUS should move. Oh wait. Ouch, arrow got you. I think like I did something bad with the arrow too. So like the new room, then arrow is okay. Right. And if not, it's a random one like that. Check arrow, see if the arrow is correct here. Yeah. So I shot myself with the arrow because the arrow detection routine was wrong. Okay, now we might be able to actually catch the WUMPUS. Let's move to that one. Oh, I fell into it. I think I'm giving up on winning this game any more times. So, okay. Shouldn't be aware. Yeah, so any questions so far? So now I think we got like the game itself working. So let's kind of fix it. Let's make it less basic. I'm just going to take off my. I don't know. 1 second. So let's go. I didn't want you to see the whole screen move about, making you seasick. Okay, right. So now this is not the ideal solution. So I mean, these are the connections, right? We can just keep them as that. But we can at least maybe have another data structure that has, there might be a room, right? Exits. This is more like exits, right? So what if we had struct. That is a room, and maybe it has bats, and it has, pit, and it might have the WUMPUS. No, the WUMPUS is moving around, so it doesn't matter. So we just have it's like it can have a bat or it have a pit, or it might contain the WUMPUS, right? So now we're getting a bunch of rooms. So let's see. Instead, we have a room, and we have locations. So many rooms. Well, we call it rooms. So arc place. I don't know. Cave. Cave room. Right. So now when we init it instead, we can just go. We can just say that, okay, cave room, cave, dungeon. Right. The dungeon is empty. And then we while for int I equals, we have two bats, right? Bats, two bats. So dungeon f dungeon I no, so let's pick a random one. Dungeon around 20. I think there was a function for grabbing the random thing from something, but I want a reference, so maybe I just keep this. Okay, if I get the room and the room bats. Yes, that's just, we can just do like this. Okay, so if it's a room has bats, or the room has what, pits. Pit. So just continue. Otherwise, room bats equals true. I plus plus. Okay. So that places the bats, and then we have pits. Equals 2, and then we do the same thing for the pits. Pits, and then we grab a room. While, okay, do while okay, while room bats or room pit, room equals do. Okay, it's a do. It's a do. So let's go through this one until we don't have any bats, and then we just say that our location int player int location, since we have it otherwise. So location equals oh, this is int, right? Room index. So room r do r equals room x. So okay, we copy that one. Well, it has bats, otherwise we are done, and then we can say that location is room idx, right? And then we are doing something like this, and well, or room idx equals location. Then we have location. Okay. And then we finally have the WUMPUS, which is this room idx. So now I've placed all of them. Okay, and we don't have any place to can't convenient to print it, but it's there. So now we go through the locations, right? And now we don't have this item anymore. So I'm just going to remove the items here. I'm going to remove the M. Everyone with me so far? Does C3 distinguish between ++1 and 1 prefix and postfix ++? Yes, of course. There wouldn't be a meaning, but it doesn't. You know, it's not like C++, which has like where it says deep meaning. So. No. Right. Okay, so we have initialized them. We have them these places. We have the exits. Now, unfortunately, the exits are, you know, that we know it's kind of broken because of this. So we can maybe we're gonna have to have that. So okay, right. So we have these items. So we are going to look through the exits instead. This is going to be like different from before because we are, you know, we start with the exits, and then we remember also that the exits are not the same. So we're going to look at the cave, and we're going to get the exit at, so the room R is cave, exit -1. And then we have the possibilities of, so we're going to switch over, not IDX, but instead of, we can have a switch, a general switch. So case R, bats. In that case, bats nearby. We're going to say like bats nearby. It's interesting. Can you get like bats nearby twice? Probably can. Okay, if there are bats, then we're gonna print this, right? So it's the same thing. And if there are pit, then we're gonna say feel a draft. This is just before, like before. And then if exit, now it's gonna be like different. So if exit -1 equals WUMPUS, then we also get the I smell WUMPUS. So a little different. And we can change this later, but okay, let's have edx equals exit -1. Now we can do edx here. Idx. So okay. And you are in room, and then we're going to be like the location, right? So So, okay, so that is the same printing location as before. Then we can check the arrows. Okay, if the arrow, now the arrow is going to be the index, right? So it's going to be correct. Again, if so, here's the difference here. If the arrow is equal to WUMPUS, or is it's equal to location. So that's it. So where to? Again, this is the same. Moving the WUMPUS is going to be different. So the WUMPUS is going to move into rooms. And again, where is the WUMPUS? It's in the WUMPUS. And then we're going to have K, right? And then -1. This is the same. Now we not need to print that. The WUMPUS equals location. And then we lost, right? And again here we have the input moving with -1. Let's maybe fix this. So I'm gonna say, okay, and then we have this also as location, right? And then we have the rooms, and again we have the location. If exit, then we have -1, right? And then now it's going to be the correct value and not. We don't need to do this. Just to have that. Location is equal to new room. Then it might be the location, might be a okay, you can have like a room. R is going to be cave location. Okay. So we're gonna switch, and then in case it's location equals WUMPUS, we go there. And now we kind of have this problem here. Well, in next case is new room. Okay, we can do it. We need to kind of have a recursive solution. No, we're just gonna have true. Right, so okay, so we have these cases, right? So again, we have to switch. So as you see, I'm replacing the if statements with switch all the time. Okay, if location equals WUMPUS, then we bumped into a WUMPUS. We can return, otherwise we just continue. Then there might be a case that the room pit, right? Pit. In that case, we have this. And again, we return. And then we can have our bats. And then we get the bat switch. And then in this case, we have the location is randomness. And then we just continue. Right, and otherwise we just return. So essentially this while true is working as a go-to here. It would be nicer with a go-to, actually. It would be nicer. The downside is that you go to just, you can just put it anywhere and then suddenly everything just go to crap with analysis and so on. Maybe I can think of a way to model it that doesn't break everything, but it's annoying, sadly annoying. Okay, sorry. We are now on the part where we shoot. So again, we can go into different rooms and the area and the arrow. Okay, it starts at location. And then rooms. Okay, a rooms arrow. That's true. That's correct. Okay, the new room is path. That's also correct. And then this one goes into that. That's correct. Rooms arrow. Okay, let me check. Then move the WUMPUS, and then we might have some problem there. That's it. Let's see what happens now. I probably broke something. Okay, cave. Was it what I call it dungeon? Right. And we don't have items anymore, so we have location. Anything else? So room bats. Oh, room can't be found because we used R. All right. And similar up here. R, not room. And room pits equals true. There is no field room pits. It's called pit. That's why. Right. Oh, there's still one. Let's go to dungeon. Okay, there are bats nearby. Let's go to, I don't know, 3. I feel a draft. That never makes me happy. 12. Again, some bats nearby. Maybe they're at 13 or something. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. That was the craziest thing I've seen. Super bat switches, maybe go back. I think that's kind of broken. I have to, like, I probably have to print something here. Fly, drop into room. I just have to check what happens, because I got this. This is not the first time I got the weird thing, right? Print FN. Like multiple bat switches. Oh, there are bats nearby in both directions, so let's go. Oh, okay, let's see. Dropped into room 10. Oh, but what? So, oh, wait. It didn't... it didn't... it didn't change the room. It didn't change the room. So, that's why. That's why. Now it should work. Right. So, let's see if we can track down some bats. 17. Oh, now we're bats nearby. Let's go to 16 maybe. Yeah, so now I'm dropped into... yeah, so this is much more reasonable. Okay. So let's see if we'll find that sap. Okay, we don't need this debug thing. But okay, right. I am a mega WUMPUS hunter now. WUMPUS, they should all be scared of me now. No, wait. I was dropped into a pit in 212. That's okay. I was close. Surely, let's compile the whole thing again. And okay, I feel a draft. That's usually not a good thing. 16 maybe. Oh, that was a pit. I didn't have much luck with the pits, I think. Oh, bats nearby in both directions, right? Oof. Oh, in 19 was the only place where it wasn't the one. Now there are bats everywhere. Yeah, now I'm 2. Okay, go to 1. Let's go to 2 again. 3 maybe. Where is that WUMPUS? 11. Where is that WUMPUS? Okay, let's go by bat. Oh, no bats here. Oh, 19. Ah, scary. there are bats again here. 13. That was a pit. No WUMPUS, but a pit. Okay, so 4. No, I can go to 4. I can go to 3. I thought it was like, oh, there's a WUMPUS now. Okay, which way though? Maybe I can shoot in like one room into 11. Yes. Right. I'm lucky. Okay, so I guess I got a WUMPUS game now. And I'm a WUMPUS winner. Killer. Whatever. Let's see how the code looks like. I felt it was a bit inelegant, maybe, but that's just the way it is. Let's see. Could I remove these? These can be removed now. There's a dungeon. There are the these are gone. One is also not used. Right. Then we have this. Locations. We can move those down here. Okay, so what we do here, we set the initialize the game, set everything to running. We can probably do a run loop so we can just play it again and again. We set a fine place for the bats. As long as there are no pits. I mean, here actually we can just say that there is just this, right? But never mind. This is actually more correct because there are no pits yet. No pits yet, so you don't need to look for those. And the same thing. And now we have a pit, so you might have to check that maybe there's one. And then we finally look at for the location and just grab a random one. And if there is a bat or pit for your location, then we just continue. And then finally here now we have to also look at whether this room IDX is your the current location. And then that's where the WUMPUS is. So and then we can print the location. We are looking at the exits. Yeah, we are like this. This is okay, I guess. Like we check the arrow, kind of play. You know, we instead of returning some things upwards with the state, we just set the state, the global state, and we just communicate that one. We could have like a a optional here or something, but just it's just not. It's just why make it complex? Why make it more complex than it needs to be? And notice here that this number should be in here. There is no. The number is never used outside. Okay. And let's move the WUMPUS. It's just a 1 chance in the 4 that just stays. And then it got you if it's in the same location of moving. When you move, so you can bump into WUMPUS and it might kill you. If you can fall into a pit or you can get zapped. If you shoot, then you pick how many rooms you want to shoot into, and then you have to pick the rooms you shoot into, and then it just might randomly bounce if it's wrong. And then if you miss, the WUMPUS will move. And if you run out of arrows, then you're out of arrows. And the game is like just hunt the WUMPUS. Okay, and then we can remove this one. Okay. I think that's enough. I might place this into the source code for the C3C language as an example. As you noticed, I was not returning. I was not freeing any memory. So what you can do here is essentially I use a temp allocator all the time here. So what you can do was in here, you can basically start a pool, but you can do it like this. I think it should be fine, right? Pool. Right, and then we do like this instead. So this is a kind of a trick. So this way it will correctly clean up all the memory uses. Okay, hang on. Pits. Oh, that was the number of pits. Oh, sorry. Oh, damn it. So that was like const pits equals 2 and const bats equals 2. So we can get more locations, more bats if we want to. But for now, it's just this. Right, and let's see if it works. So we're gonna move into room 14. Oh, I was swapped twice. I don't think that's possible. Swapping three times is not really likely, though. 14. Oh, I was swapped and then dropped into a pit. Okay. Oh, I went to 14 again. That's the bat. That was not good. Okay. So, any questions? How many lines of BASIC was the original? Oh, let me see here. WUMPUS. It's not really comparable since it has so much text. So I think they kind of use all the they enumerated the things with no gaps, I think. And that means it was 218 lines of code. And this was what? 277. But it has, the basic version has like, I don't know, 30 lines of printing the explanation, how it works. And oh, it says super bad snatch, not switch. Snatch. Okay, I'll swear well for you. Oh yeah, so it's actually comparable. Although of course it's a lot of more of it is actually just a code rather than, I mean, here is we have a lot of space. We have these start and end markers, so it's quite different, much more compact. So you can look at that if you maybe you see it, right? See? So the code starts on this page a little, but mostly just, actually it's just one page. It's not a huge program, right? I don't know. Can you see it? So there we go. So it wasn't that big of a program. Actually, like some things in basic are going to be like more, and sometimes some is going to be like much less. All right. So thank you for watching. It's 20 past 12 here, and that was WUMPUS in the C3. Any questions? I'll give you like 3 seconds to, to type something or something. So feel free to ask. I'd not, I only played a version of WUMPUS that someone did for like something in the browser. That wasn't as hard, uh, just to get a feeling for it. But that was it was different. So most of this was, trying to decode what the basic was doing. Because as usual, in basic you have like flags all over, and then you do go sub, and the way you can communicate back is just by setting those flags, so that the caller can look at those flags somewhere. All right, but then have a great evening. If you're not already like night, if it's not already night, in that case, I wish you a good night. And I'll try to stream next Friday evening as well. So maybe catch you there. Goodbye.